All right, so this is Holy Potatoes, a weapon shop. It is a sim game. It's very similar to if you've played Game Dev Tycoon, Game Corp, or Resusciteer, an item tail shop, or an item shop tail. However, in Resusciteer, it's a little cooler because you can go out and use weapons, like go in the dungeons and play. Whereas Holy Potatoes is just a weapon simulator. So let's start. You pretty much you forge weapons since you're a weapon smith. There's different types of weapons you can make. There's daggers, bows, axes, and later on in the game, I'm about 2 hours in right now. I figured out. I've researched how to make wands, and you'll notice if I go back to daggers, you start with the bow, dagger, axe. You start with the first one, and you can research to unlock the other ones, which have different stats. Like if you look at this base hand axe, you'll see the stats over here of attack, speed, accuracy, and magic. If I go to this upgraded battle axe, you'll see it has a much greater range on the weapon speed. the weapon damage and accuracy. It also takes different material, and these are more rare materials, the sapphire and topaz, as opposed to brass and iron. So let's go ahead. Let's craft something. We'll craft. Here. This is a tip. We'll first go. You can forge something, but in this game you forge for particular heroes. So let's go to the world map and let's pretend we're going to sell. Okay, we're not really going to just yet, but we're going to look at who we need to sell to. So we'll go up here to Misty Misso. Now we're going to sell the One-Eyed Jack. And what the hell is One-Eyed Jack looking for? Well, it tells me right here he likes daggers and wands and dislikes bows and axes, and he likes accuracy. So let's go ahead and we'll make a dagger with accuracy. That's one thing this game is kind of cool about. However, I don't know how much I really like it. I wish it was more random. I wish I would make a weapon and go to town to sell it, and a random hero would be like, oh, I could use that. The one thing with this game, Holy Potatoes, is you go and you see what the hero actually wants. Like Yappy the Jabber, he likes daggers and axes, but with the primary stat of attack. So I just go make a dagger axe with attack on it, and he buys it. I don't like that. It's cool because you can see what you need to do to level them up, but I don't like the fact that it tells you right here it is. This is how you play the game. This is how you play the game. I don't want that. I want to be able to randomly make something and be able to go and randomly sell it, kind of deal. All right, so let's go make a dagger with accuracy. Go back here, we'll forge. Make just a regular basic dagger, which would be the dirk, and it takes 5 iron. I have 25. So we'll start it off. You see my guys are dancing around here. You have a little bonus over here. You unlock this really quick in the game. I'm going to increase its attack, because that's what he's looking for. Just kidding, he's looking for accuracy. Ha! Well, Russet Peters here, because it's potatoes, russet, get it? Ha! He's my accuracy dude. If you don't have an accuracy person, you can hire one of these like freelancers. However, you can see a stat 71. That's pretty decent for what I'm making for One-Eyed Jack. Who gives a crap? The guy sucks. So we'll use him to boost the stat of accuracy. He's just going to polish it up over here on the grinding stone. And you can go 3, 4, 5 times, and you'll see what you... Whoa, 6. This is unheard of. And you can see right here, he really increased the accuracy by 41. You'll see at the end when this is done just how much of a difference that is. So that's a big bonus you can do there. This is it. Game Dev Tycoon. You remember seeing the guys kind of crank away on the code and stuff. Very similar. They have moods in this that you can send them away on vacation, so to boost their mood, to make them happier when they go to depressed, and they just don't work as hard in depressed state. The dagger is complete 100%, so you can do like these modifications or enchantments on it to add oh man, it wasn't high enough. Let me add more accuracy to it. You could do that, but for One-Eyed Jack, he's not very picky, so we're just going to give him what he gets. Now skip that state. You can name it to whatever you want. We're going to name it to the Dirk of Dirks. Boom. Okay. Dirk of Dirks. Tells you your stats on it. Has a little funny thing right here. And you hit OK. Let's go sell it. I'm going to go to sell weapons. See, there's a bunch of options here on the screen. You can shop for items. So when I need more iron to create that dagger, I can go to a shop and buy that ore I can buy wood. I can buy all kinds of things. Certain things that you can't buy, such as like relics, which are what you're going to use, which we'll show you in a second, or other items you would go to explore. You'll send one of your armor smiths out, or weaponsmiths out into the field to look for things. It takes time, and they come back with a bunch of stuff. You can send them to train, so say they're really low level, you can send them out so they can get more experience and level up a little faster. I don't really like it. I sent them out once, I didn't see a point for it, but like I said, I'm only 2 hours in, so maybe I haven't learned that part yet. Go on vacation makes them happy, so when they're not working as hard, when they're in the depressed state, you pretty much wait till they're depressed, it seems. You send them on vacation, you have a couple different locations you can send them to, and increases their happiness. And then you can expand your business to new areas when you unlock them. These are the only places I've found so far, so you get tickets to unlock these new places, whatever. Alright, so let's go back to sell. We remember One-Eyed Jack is over here. We can see, oh yes, he's looking for a dagger or walnut accuracy. So right here is what I have my weaponsmith, my weapon cache over here. So we're going to go ahead and sell the Dirk of Dirks. It's got very high accuracy, that's what he's looking for. And I don't need to sell to these guys over here with the max level 25, because they're already max level, there's no reason for me to sell to them. So I'm going to select my dagger, and I'm going to send the highest level merchant, because there's a reason. Well, actually I send her just to level her up, the Laura Croft. Unselect, that's my point too, you have to make sure you unselect them to place like the other one. Boom. She'll disappear, she'll go out to sell. While she's selling, you'll notice that her time over here is going down. Well, instead of wasting time waiting for her to come back, let's send someone out to explore, to get some new stuff. I've got a level 6 explorer right here, and we'll send this guy out at the same time. His state is not very good. He's going to be going on vacation pretty soon. We'll send them both out to explore. You have to keep one person in your shop at all times, otherwise you can't do anything. They just have to be there. There's no way around it. Alright, so she's come back and said, hey, these guys want to buy my stuff. They all want to buy it. Obviously, this guy has the highest price, but he's already max level. I gain nothing for this weapon selling it to him besides money. The whole thing of the game is to increase your weaponsmith's fame, and you do that by selling it to heroes that actually still need to level up. So he'll get a max level off of this. He'll pay pretty well. It's a little lower than this guy, but it'll increase my fame, and you'll see in just a second. So I have 25,000 starch, that's the money. So I'll sell it. Yes, I want to sell it to One-Eyed Jack. You'll notice this time's still counting up. When this is finished, just like now, it'll tell me she sold it. She has a merchant bonus of 193 because she's a higher merchant, level 4. And then he rates it. He's a weapon rating A. So that's going to increase my fame over here by 85, which is what I want to do. You want to increase that because then you'll get more levels, more places to sell and buy, and you'll also increase your reputation. So now she's ready to come back to the shop. I'm going to go ahead and send her up here because I've been sending her to my strength, so she just pretty much hangs out up there. All right, these two guys are back from researching. Let's see what they've got. We got some materials, some rubies. Awesome. They're very epic. They're hard to get. So he's got a couple things, an enchantment for extra accuracy when you're done building. And then some relics. These are, I'll show you them right now. So I'll go ahead and complete him. I'll send him back to where he goes. And this guy is my magic guy. He found some other shit too. So let's send him over here. Alright. So now let's pause the game. We have a speed up here. You can make it just play. Fast forward real fast. So on the bottom, this is pretty much where you're going to have all of your items. I mean, all of your abilities that you can do. Researching. If you click something, it shows you what it requires. You actually have to have these. I have 11 of these. I have 14 of these weathered knives. And if you combine it with something else, it shows you a picture of what it will make and what weapon category it falls in. So this is going to fall into my speed or my daggers. And you can kind of see the combinations. It's pretty cool. It shows you them all. This will make an accurate bow, and it tells you how long it actually takes. So if I were to craft this here, it takes 2 days, 23 hours. And being that it's an accuracy bonus weapon, I can send my accuracy guy with to actually go make it, to go research it. You have to send someone to go research. So obviously you want to send your best person. it's going to reduce it by 6 hours. So it takes a little bit of, it reduces the time. So let's go ahead and, let's make this. This looks really rough. So it costs some dough to make it, or some starch, I should say. I'll pause the game again. You'll see he's just about ready to go research. Again, if you want to maximize your time, so while he's researching it, you could craft a weapon. I don't necessarily do, because I want all of my guys in there crafting that weapon so they have a better stat on the weapon, so it sells for more and is more appealing to heroes. So I would then send the rest of my people out maybe to forage or to go to the town and buy. I can go shop for some items here, some of the basic materials that I may need. As you play through, you'll unlock some legendary heroes, like this is Cloud Strife, or pretty close to it. He wants me to make a busted sword, not a buster sword, copyright probably. That's really out of my range right now. There's no way I can craft a weapon with 308 attack. It's just too high for me. So he's been hanging out for a while waiting for this weapon. Anyway, the game is really fun. It is somewhat addictive. It's addictive to me because I have an urge to get more items and max out my my gold. I want to max out my fame. I want to get the most stats out of this place as possible. So because of that, this is really fun for me. However, some people don't really get anything out of that. It is really grindy. It's a really, really grindy game. So if you're not into grinding, this is pretty much the game. These 10 minutes you've been watching, this is the game. At least for the first 2-3 hours that I've seen so far, this is the game. The missions and the unlocks that you get with the game are pretty fun. They come at good pace. I never felt like I should be getting more rewards, or I was waiting too long between, like, here's a mission, I have to go to the next region, Hillbilly Hollow. Like, it gives you these objectives and missions in a good amount of time. I never felt, oh, I've been waiting forever for something to unlock. Maybe every 10 minutes or so, I got a new mission, or I've got a new unlock to go play, which is cool. It's spread out very good. The pacing of the game is fun so far. The game would be better if it was on mobile, I think. It would be cool to play this game in 5-minute intervals. Possibly, you kind of come in, check on your guys, and leave. There's no real reason for me to sit here and keep playing this game over and over and crafting another weapon, going and selling. It's fun, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but it would be just as cool, I think, on a mobile where I can, all right, let me come back in half an hour and make sure my guys are ready to go. There's no real reason to sit at the PC and play this game. Besides, this is a great game to play while you're watching a movie or watching a television or something on the side. It's fun for that. But besides that, it's kind of eh. Yeah. Anyway, Holy Potatoes, a weapon shop. It's a fun game. It's pretty addictive. It's a little indie game. It's fun. Definitely pick it up if you're into these sim-like games. Game Dev Tycoon is very similar. If you love that game, you'll probably love this game. Definitely check it out if you're into those.